afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4. Mark is off today. Brady Mallory is filling in with us. Hello.
Hi. We survived the snow.
Do you love it or do you hate it?
You know, this time of year, it's pretty. I always say that I like it this time to January 1st, and then it can be spring again.
No, I agree. The first one is always so pretty as long as you don't have to be driving in it. If you could be a couch potato like Mark today, it's perfect. But today is an alert day due to the snow. What are we expecting for the rest of the week? Gary Canulty is standing by.
And it's day one of Darrell Brooks' sentencing. The court will hear up to 45 statements over the next few days, including emotional witnesses.
Will Kevin McCarthy be able to win enough support inside his party to be the Speaker of the House? We'll have the very latest on Republican leadership. Let's take a look outside today. Enough snow to stick to the sidewalk. Roads just wet, though. No big problems.
No, but a lot of people, they were taking their time out there today, just being careful for that first time out.
It always takes a little while to get back in the groove. The weather words for today: first the snow, and then the cold. I believe that's what they were. Gary Canulty is on the weather patio. Hi, Gary.
Hi, that's what they were. And having that fresh snow cover will make a difference in temperatures at the end of the week. But just to echo your comments, I think this is a perfect snow because for the most part, the roads have just been wet so far. So it helps the driving, but it's pretty on the grass. And as we take a look at the alert day, we're not looking at much more in the way of additional accumulation overnight. But as temperatures drop below freezing, we could see roads start to become slippery later on tonight. So all of southern Wisconsin has to watch out for that. But on Doppler track, you can see the snow lightening up a little bit across much of southern Wisconsin. The heavier bands of snow are closer to Lake Michigan, into Waukesha and Walworth counties. They've had a couple of inches of snow there. Here in Madison, a little bit less than that. And you can see the snow starting to break up a little bit as we head toward midnight. Visibility right now between about 1 and 3 miles, indicating that we're seeing just light snow. Temperatures are just above freezing through much of southern Wisconsin. Madison right now 33. But notice to the east, a couple degrees colder, and that's making a difference with a little higher snow amounts toward Milwaukee. Across Dane County, right now 33 Deerfield, 33 in Cross Plains, and also 33 in Middleton. Look for skies to be mostly cloudy with light snow and flurries continuing through the evening hours. Temperatures holding nearly steady right around freezing. As we check out First Horn traffic right now, there's the live view of the DOT camera of the Beltline at Stoughton Road. Got some slowdowns there because of an accident near Stoughton Road and the Beltline. Right now, a little bit of a delay on the eastbound Beltline, but later on, it looks like things will look pretty good. That's your First Horn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Our photojournalist Lance Height is actually on the Beltline right now. Hi, Lance. What do conditions look like out there?
Well, Susan, I'm coming right up on Stoughton Road, that spot Gary mentioned. I've driven pretty much the extent of the Beltline eastbound, and it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. People on their brakes a little bit, but I think that's more having to do with rush hour than any wintry conditions. Now, as Gary said, you're going to want to watch out for slippery conditions as the weather temperature continues to drop. So as you can see, the road is a little bit wet out there. So as it gets darker and colder, you're going to want to give yourself a little bit more time and be safe out there.
All right, thank you, Lance. Safe driving out there. Well, the sentencing phase for the trial for Darrell Brooks is underway with more courtroom disruptions.
Brooks was convicted of killing 6 people with his SUV during the Waukesha Christmas parade last year. Today's sentencing was briefly suspended due to a threat.
Eric Franke has the details. Eric?
Brady, Susan, that sentencing phase underway, as you mentioned, expected to take 2 days to complete here. After several victim impact statements were heard this morning, the courtroom was cleared. This was due to a call that came in just before 10 a.m. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Office says an unknown caller threatened a mass shooting. Security was heightened and the building was secured. Victim statements then resumed. Several survivors who addressed the courtroom talked about how Brooks' actions changed their lives forever.
Because after almost 1 year, some days still feel like November 21st was yesterday. Intrusive memories, hypervigilance, nightmares, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, anger, guilt, shame. These are all things I and others live with daily because Darrell Brooks drove through our joy and turned it to terror.
Now, Brooks was also once again briefly removed from the courtroom for arguing with Judge Jennifer Dorough during the proceedings. He shortly asked to be invited back, which Dorough allowed after he promised to not interrupt again. Brooks said he had about 6 people who wanted to speak on his behalf before sentencing as well. And after all of the statements tomorrow afternoon, Brooks will receive a mandatory life sentence after the conviction of first-degree intentional homicide. It will then be Judge Dorough's decision on whether he will ever be eligible for parole. Susan, Brady.
Thank you, Eric. Well, Republicans in Congress are voting on who they want to lead their caucuses in the House and Senate.
Deborah Alfarone has more from Capitol Hill.
Kevin McCarthy has survived the first challenge to his leadership, winning support among Republican colleagues to be Speaker of the House in the next session of Congress.
We have strong Republican leadership ready to hit the ground running, ready to go on January 3rd when we take back the House majority.
Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs, the former head of the right-wing Freedom Caucus, unsuccessfully challenged McCarthy. Though McCarthy won this nomination vote, he has a lot of work to do to unify Republicans before January's vote in the full House.
I think you'll see a critical mass say that we want to turn the page. We want new leadership. We want fresh faces and new ideas. And what I could tell you as I stand here right now is that Kevin McCarthy does not have 218 votes to become Speaker.
Senate Republicans will hold their leadership vote Wednesday, but some GOP senators want that vote delayed until after the Senate runoff election in Georgia.
I just don't understand why we would say to Herschel Walker, please, 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 please go win the Senate seat, but we're not interested in what you have to say. We don't even want you to have a voice in our elections. I just think that's wrong.
Right now, Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is the only person running for the position.
If we don't delay the election, I think it is very likely that we will see someone run against Mitch McConnell.
Florida Senator Rick Scott is said to be considering a challenge. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
House Democrats are scheduled to hold their leadership vote at the end of the month, giving Nancy Pelosi time to decide if she wants to run again. Senate Democrats are scheduled to vote December 1st, but may delay that vote after the December 6th Senate runoff election in Georgia. Former President Donald Trump is teasing a big announcement tonight from his home in Florida. Trump 2024 flags are flying outside the former president's Mar-a-Lago club and home, and paraphernalia is already for sale nearby. For months, the former president has been dropping hints that he wants his old job back, and sources close to Donald Trump tell CBS News he intends to launch his 2024 presidential campaign tonight for Mar-a-Lago. That's despite disappointing GOP midterm results for candidates Trump endorsed.
But he can run. I think, you know, the world has changed considerably just in recent weeks.
Anticipating tonight's announcement, President Biden tweeted a new ad hitting his predecessor on what's now Biden's signature legislation. Trump's announcement is expected tonight at 8 p.m. local time. We're just a few months into the school year, but report cards are out already, well, for the schools themselves.
The State Department of Public Instruction released the latest data today.
And here with more is political reporter Will Keneally. Will?
So we're a few years out from the pandemic, and since the state agency stopped releasing statewide report cards for a year, we're now catching back up on the data. And in the interim, DPI made some changes to how it presents its data, which it says is helpful in the face of declining enrollment in some schools.
Our target group outcomes measure, which takes a look at the lowest performing students in the school, roughly the bottom quartile of students in the school as identified by the prior year's exam. And we believe that's a more stable and simple measure and just a more useful tool for schools and districts.
So that helps paint part of this post-pandemic picture. And in our viewing area, most school districts met or exceed expectations. The Madison district met expectations last year, recording an overall achievement score of 67. That's compared to the highest achieving districts in the state, which is in the 90s. That's with a few exceptions, though. Baraboo and Beloit both meet few expectations, according to DPI. Their achievement scores were in the 50s and 40s, respectively.
Well, thank you. Turning to Arizona now, that state will will have 2 Democratic senators and a Democratic governor for the first time in half a century. It took nearly a week to count the votes, but CBS News projects Democrat Katie Hobbs will be the next governor of Arizona, defeating Republican Kari Lake. Hobbs tweeted, "Democracy is worth the wait." Secretary of State Hobbs defended the legitimacy of the last election, in contrast to Lake, a former TV anchor backed by former President Trump.
It took nearly a week to count the votes, but CBS News now projects Democrat Katie Hobbs will be the next governor of Arizona, defeating...
Whoops, sorry about that. Last night after the race was called, Lake tweeted that Arizonans know BS when they see it. Under Arizona law, a recount is triggered when a candidate loses by ½ a percentage point or less. And at this point, it looks like Lake will not meet that threshold.
Wait times for emergency and urgent care are up across the UW health system. It's hard to put a finger on why, but Chief Quality Officer Jeff Potoff says they're seeing more people than ever in emergency and urgent care departments. UW Health set a record for urgent care visits in September and still saw a 10% increase in visits in October. While this month's data is not available yet, the hospital continues to be very busy. A part of the problem is the better safe than sorry attitude that now some new pandemic parents have adopted.
And we have, 2 years of new parents that are out there who haven't necessarily experienced their kid getting, moderately sick before. And because they haven't experienced that, they're appropriately more concerned. They come in and get seen in the emergency department or the urgent care.
Dr. Potoff will be joining us later on 4, and stay tuned and we'll get an update on COVID and RSV in Dane County and the surrounding areas.
The governor helped celebrate National Apprenticeship Week with a stop in Janesville today. The Southwest Wisconsin Workforce Development Board teamed up with Blackhawk Technical College to host an apprenticeship event. The event aimed to teach businesses and educators how to build their workforce pipeline through youth and registered apprenticeship programs.
Folks, we're proud of the fact that apprenticeship as we know it started right here in the great state of Wisconsin. And we know just a few weeks ago we are thrilled to announce that for the first time in over 20 years we've surpassed 15,000 registered apprentices. And we have a record number of participants in our state's youth apprenticeship program that came today.
There were a dozen unions being represented at the career fair today, from bricklayers to carpenters and plumbers. With 75 youth apprenticeship pathways and more than 200 registered apprenticeship programs, there are many different career paths available in Wisconsin.
The city of Madison, along with the Vision Zero Stakeholder Task Force, held a memorial for people killed in road crashes. In the last 5 years, 57 people have died on streets in Madison due to traffic crashes. The city of Madison has committed to reach 0 deaths and serious injuries by 2035 and is working to make our streets safer for everyone, regardless of how they travel.
It means that what we're doing is working, but it's not enough yet. Our work is not done yet. Because this year, 3 people that were biking, 1 person that was walking, and 7 people that were traveling in motor vehicles were killed on our streets. That's too many people.
Speakers say traffic crashes aren't a fact of life, and pedestrians, cars, and bikes can all coexist equally. Well, coming up, the weather outside may be frightful, but Wisconsin beef is so delightful.
Well done, Brady. That's how the song goes, right? Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council joins us next with 2 recipes to keep you warm on a snowy night like this one. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
It's the best time of the year to update your old bathroom during our Black Friday sale this month at Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for baths, custom tub to shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day, infused with microban antimicrobial protection. It's Black Friday all month at Mad City. Save $750 on a new bath or shower with interest-free financing for 2 years and get a $250 Mad City gift card with purchase. But that's not all. Act now and call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a new bath or shower. Double your interest-free financing from 2 to 4 years, and double your bonus to a $500 Mad City gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
At McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo, we know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. At McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples to senior citizens, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. And remember, at McGann's, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh local Medicare. Hey, Joe, are you behind this whole check your zip code deal on national TV for extra Medicare benefits?
I don't know. Check your zip code.
Why would I check my zip code?
Because you're in it.
So we get a lot of calls about that guy. It's sad because your local Medicare plans already have those bells and whistles Joe promises.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Hey, do you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very...
rewarding. With the BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Inflation is affecting a lot more than gas and grocery store prices these days.
Admission rates are about to go up at Disney World. The Florida theme park announced it will raise ticket prices on December 8th for the first time since 2019. On its busiest days, the Magic Kingdom will be the most expensive of Disney World's 4 theme parks. Disney said that's because of Magic Kingdom's incredible demand as the most visited theme park in the world. Epcot and Hollywood Studios will also have a different price range depending on the date you want to go and the demand. In addition, Disney World is also raising the price of most annual passes.
Healthy sleep could be important in preventing diabetes. According to a new study, if you sleep in a bedroom exposed to outdoor artificial light at night, well, you may have an increased risk of developing diabetes. The light pollution study involved nearly 100,000 Chinese adults. It found people who lived in areas of China with high light pollution at night were about 28% more likely to develop diabetes than people who lived in the least polluted areas. Now, the authors said ultimately more than 9 million cases of diabetes in Chinese adults may be due to outdoor light pollution at night.
The chances of a railroad strike have gone up after a third rail union rejected a tentative labor deal. Rank and file members of the International Brotherhood of Boilermakers voted against a tentative agreement that was reached in September. The union is the smallest of 13, representing more than 100,000 members at major U.S. freight railroads. If any of those unions strike, it would shut down a vital link in the nation's supply chain, and that could happen early next month. The rate of premature births is on the rise in the United States.
The March of Dimes is out with its annual report card. It says the preterm birth rate rose 4% from 2020 to hit 10.5% last year, representing a 15-year high. On its grading system, the March of Dimes gives the USA a D+. Now, by state, Vermont has the lowest preterm birth rate in the country at 8%. 9 states get a failing grade, with Mississippi the worst at 15%. Wisconsin gotta see.
The federal government reports wholesale prices, which are a key measure of inflation, rose by 8% last month compared to a year ago. The figure is better than forecasted. The Producer Price Index measures prices paid for goods and services before they reach all of us as consumers. So the report is considered by some to be a predictor of what consumers will eventually see at the stores.
Well, stocks are up across the board today, partly a result of that cooler than expected inflation report. The Dow gained 56, NASDAQ was up 162, and the S&P rose almost 35. Well, as the days get shorter and the weather turns colder, it's time to fall in love with all of these wonderful fall recipes.
Not only do they warm the soul, they're easy on your pocketbook, and they make enough for leftovers, which is the best. Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is with us tonight. Hi, Angie.
Hi.
What are you making today?
It smells delicious.
Well, actually, these recipes check all the boxes for a recipe for today with this weather we're having.
I know, on a snowy night, this kind of stuff just sticks to your ribs.
Yeah, so I have our classic beef pot roast recipe, and then I have a classic country fried steak and gravy, which I've never really showed like how to make a country fried steak gravy recipe on TV. But I thought this year, you know, to get back to the classics and those feel good, really kind of comfort foods. You know, I grew up eating this. My mom used to make it all the time. I rarely do, and I should make it more because it's so easy. And like you said, so these recipes use economical cuts. So cubes, this is cube steak. So you take.
What is cube steak?
So in the supermarket, it'll be labeled cube steak, and it's made up from usually round steak, which is very lean, but also not very tender. So they take it and the process is called cubing it, and they tenderize it. So you can tell it's tenderized. It looks like it's got little cuts in it.
Yeah.
And it makes it super tender, and then you just quick fry it. So I just dredge it in a little seasoned flour, and then an egg, and then a little cracker crumb flour mixture, kind of a 3-step dredging process. And then you quick fry it, like literally a minute and a half per side in an electric skillet or just a skillet on your stovetop.
Could you use an air fryer maybe?
It's
a good question.
Possibly. Yeah. Google that.
Give it a try, everyone. If it's great, I'll take all the credit.
There you go. Yeah. We do not have an air fryer recipe for it, but
it's probably better in the
know.
pan, though.
Yeah. And then, so when you're done with your steaks, you can use the drippings in your pan, add some milk, flour, butter, some more seasonings, just salt and pepper, and make a super easy, really awesome country gravy to go along. And then, of course, serve it with mashed potatoes, some steamed green beans or Brussels sprouts or whatever vegetable your family likes, and you have dinner. And
Perfect.
It's very economical.
That is comfort food with a capital C.
And it's finest, right?
Yes.
Well, other than the pot roast, so this classic beef pot roast, you do all in this stock pot. So I started like one big 3-pound chuck roast, arm roast, shoulder roast, rump roast. Any of those will work. I seared it here quick in the pan with a little flour on it, and then I used some more flour and put in the pan and made the gravy before you cook the pot roast. So beef stock, a little tomato paste, a little dried thyme, and that flour. Whisk that together. Put your pot roast back in and simmer it a couple hours.
So you cook the beef in the gravy?
In the gravy. And honestly, it's done when it's fork tender. So take your dinner fork, and if you can insert it into that chuck roast with little resistance.
Oh, there we go.
You'll know it's ready. So we like to say like 2.5, 3 hours, but every roast is different. Then throw in some vegetables. So I just have red potatoes, some onions, some carrots, and cook those another 20, 30 minutes just till they're tender. And that's it. And you have a whole pot of dinner for 1 or 2 meals. And chuck roasts are quite economical. So
and they taste even better the next day.
You're exactly
when
right.
you rewarm them up.
So I've got some other recipes picked that I thought were perfect for this time of year. So if you go to beeftips.com and click on As Seen on TV, we've got a nice collection of fall comfort food recipes right there for you.
Oh, that's great. That's great. On a night like tonight, that hits the spot, doesn't it?
And this makes you think of home, being with your family, grandparents, parents. Like, what's not to love? It feeds your stomach and your soul.
And try it in the air fryer just for snicks.
And let Brady know how it turns out.
Only if it's great. If it's not, just forget about it.
Thank you, Angie. Good to see you.
Well, nominations for the 65th Grammy Awards were announced this afternoon.
And Beyonce has tied a Grammy record with her husband. We'll tell you more when Live at 4 continues.
From single living to growing families and empty nesters, Mad City Baths can help you design the perfect bathroom to fit your lifestyle and needs. Whether it's a new bathtub, a walk-in shower with grab bars and handhelds, or even a new walk-in tub, We install in as little as 1 day, backed with a double lifetime labor warranty. It's Black Friday all November at Mad City. Save $750 on a new bath or shower with interest-free financing for 2 years and get a $250 Mad City gift card with purchase. But listen to this. Call during this program and we'll double your savings. Save $1,500 on a new bath or shower with 4 years interest-free financing and double your bonus. Receive a $500 Mad City gift card with your bath or shower purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
In a recent clinical study,
patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity,
using less or a lot less oral pain medicines,
and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
I've got a secret. I did all of my holiday shopping in one place. Do you want to know where? At the WISC Company in Middleton. I found Bagolini purses for Mom, Fraser fur candles, my sister's favorite, earrings for me, even Weber grill accessories for Dad. And their holiday showroom, it's a wonderland. So this season, check out the WISC Company, my holiday happy place.
Right now, score the lowest prices of the year at Brothers Maine. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Maine's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
What's the matter, hon?
There's nothing to do.
You should check out Ho Chunk Game in Madison, home with a 95% average payout.
And with so many slot machines, there's a game for every kind of player.
They're right, honey. And with new promotions and reward club perks all the time, there are more ways to win than ever before. Find your fun and visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Now, what is happening?
Everyone has something they can't afford to lose. And these days, nobody's looking to spend extra money. But the knowledge and experience of an independent insurance agent can help show how to affordably protect the things that are most important. And if those things are covered by a West Bend home and highway policy, you might someday discover for yourself how the worst brings out our best. West Bend, a silver lining for the important things.
Well, take a look at this. Ramisa Gelgi is like a lot of other 25-year-olds. She loves to travel and to take selfies. But what sets her apart is she has 5 Guinness World Records, including the title of the world's tallest woman. She is 7 feet tall, 7 inches. Thanks to Turkish Airlines, who reconfigured seats on a plane for her, Ramisa was able to take her first ride to visit family and see the sights in the San Francisco Bay Area. And while she was there, the activist who speaks out on Weaver syndrome, the rare condition that is responsible for her incredible height. She says she hopes to land a job as a web developer and to inspire others that anything is possible.
That's
what is inspiring?
Yeah, I love it when people share their stories and other people can think, oh, there's someone out there like me.
I completely agree. Yeah, I agree.
She's 2 feet taller than me. I mean, over 2 feet taller than me. That's incredible. I'm glad she was able to take her trip.
Yeah.
I saw they had to reconfigure the plane for her to do that.
So
well,
how much snow did we get here at the station?
well, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but don't steal my thunder.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just curious.
No, we're getting, most areas have gotten about 1 inch or 2 of snow, but we'll take a look at where the heavier bands may have fell and how much more we can expect in just a few minutes.
When it comes to the bathroom, the Mad City bathroom, I have to give it a 10.
It fits my lifestyle, and that's what I needed.
It's an old house, but it's a newer bathroom, and it's just bright and airy. I like it a lot.
With more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB, homeowners trust Mad City for custom baths, tub-to-shower conversions, and walk-in tubs, expertly installed in as little as 1 day. It's Black Friday all month at Mad City. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 2 years and get a $250 Mad City gift card with purchase. But call now and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a new bath or shower, 4 years interest-free financing, and double it to a $500 Mad City gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Volunteering offers more than benefits for those served. Volunteers reap health benefits from the time they give. RSVP of Dane County's Driver Services Program needs volunteers to provide rides to medical appointments and deliver meals to older adults in Dane County. Ideal candidates are of legal driving age, love to drive, and meet new people. Schedules are very flexible, and volunteer drivers will use their own vehicles and are reimbursed for mileage. To make a difference, please contact RSVP of Dane County today.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
My holiday tip, check everything off your wish list at the WISC Company. My home sparkles with lights, ornaments, and smells of evergreen. I can fill my friends' stockings with gifts as unique as they are. But what I wish for most, family memories. Reading books, playing games, the perfect tree, and pictures with Santa's reindeer. I knew the Bruce Company could fill all my holiday wishes. Bring your list to the Bruce Company in Middleton, your holiday experts.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, we're keeping the alert day in the forecast for tonight, but we're not looking at much in the way of additional snowfall accumulation. But the concern now is with temperatures slightly above freezing, those roads are wet. A lot of that snow has accumulated mainly on the grassy areas, not so much on the roads. But as temperatures drop below freezing, we could see those roads start to ice up, and it could happen pretty quickly, especially bridges and overpasses. Those would be the first to freeze up. Ramps and secondary roads and side streets also a possibility, but all of southern Wisconsin has to watch out for that for tonight. Snow showers and flurries tonight and tomorrow morning in our 3 things to know, but we're still looking at unseasonably cold weather for Friday through the weekend, and then a warm up as we head toward Thanksgiving Day. Right now, some rain and snow showers. It's at that point, we'll keep an eye on that. This is Snow Vision snowfall accumulation estimates, and you can see there was a band of heavier snow that occurred over southeastern Wisconsin. Some of that was lake effect, bumping up into a little more moisture in the southeastern part of the state. There are winter weather advisories until 6 o'clock for the Milwaukee area into Walworth County. So they saw about 2 to 4 inches of snow. But Snow Vision is a radar estimate, generally about 1 to 2 inches of snow east of Madison and around an inch to the west of town. But as you take a look at high resolution radar, again, those bands or pockets of heavier snow are mainly over southeastern Wisconsin. We're just looking at light snow and flurries through much of the rest of southern Wisconsin. A little wider radar perspective shows pretty much the same story. So the lake enhancement also up in Door County and over toward Green Bay. At 6-hour future track radar shows those bands kind of weakening as they push back toward the south and west, and our current snow drifting to the south. So we're not looking at much in the way of additional accumulation. There are winter weather advisories for parts of eastern Iowa, that advisory I talked about for southeastern Wisconsin, as well as Lake County in Illinois, and then up in northeastern Wisconsin, north of Green Bay. High temperature trend, though, over the next few days, way down to 21 for a high on Friday, low to mid-20s for the weekend. By next week, temperatures will be back to around 40, which is close to normal by Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day. Taking a look at that forecast, this is future track from the European computer model for Wednesday, showing clouds moving in and perhaps a few light rain showers as we head into Thanksgiving Day itself. But the U.S. computer model, a little bit of a different story, showing rain coming in from the south and then perhaps mixing with some snow up to the north. And as we head toward Thanksgiving, the possibility exists for some snow or a mix of rain and snow. This computer model a little bit colder. So we'll keep an eye on that. But right now, I'm erring on the side that it'll be actually a little bit warmer than what the U.S. computer model is showing. Planning your night, 30 for the low in Madison, 30 in Brooklyn, 31 degrees in Dalyville with some light snow or flurries over southern Wisconsin, 32 for Janesville, and 31 degrees for the low in La Crosse. Look for a high tomorrow of 34 about midday, and then steady temperatures, mainly morning snow showers. And you can see this on planning your day. Tonight, those snow showers and flurries, much more spotty than the widespread snow that we saw earlier, but watch as the temperatures drop to around freezing early in the morning and then come back up into the middle 30s during the afternoon. But by that time, most of the snow showers are over with, and any additional accumulations should be an inch or less for most areas. 7 to 10 day forecast, there's that big drop in temperatures. We'll still see some snow showers Thursday and some flurries on Friday. Then as we head toward Thanksgiving, those temperatures come back up. We'll watch that storm system for Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day. Again, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It'll be mostly rain with little snow at night, and then again Thursday night by Black Friday, just down to flurries. But if the U.S. computer model is correct, we might be seeing more snow there. So we'll keep an eye on it.
I think Christmas music is now in. That's safe to do.
It's been going on in the weather office for about the last month.
You've been hitting it hard. Then. Oh, yeah. All right.
I'm there.
Jerry. Well, speaking of music, nominations for the 65th Grammy Awards are out.
Beyonce has tied a Grammy record with her husband, Jay-Z.
Danya Backus has more from Los Angeles.
Beyonce leads the pack of this year's Grammy nominations with 9, thanks to her song Break My Soul. She's now tied with her husband Jay-Z for the most nominated music act in history, with 88 nominations for each spouse.
Should I feel regret about the good that I was into? Everything is everything, this ain't coincidental.
Kendrick Lamar earned 8 nods, the second most this year. Both artists are up for Album of the Year, along with ABBA, Adele, Bad Bunny, Mary J. Blige, Brandi Carlile, Coldplay, Lizzo, and Harry Styles. The former One Direction star earned 6 nominations for his song As It Was in the album Harry's House. The Recording Academy has added 5 new categories this year, including Songwriter of the Year, and in a nod to gaming's popularity, score soundtrack for video games. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, the Recording Academy is also introducing a special merit award, Best Song for Social Change.
That's an interesting idea. Selected by a blue ribbon committee, the song that will be honored addresses social issues and promotes peace building. The Grammys, by the way, are Sunday, February 5th, right here on CBS.
A big shout out to Reba McEntire and Dolly Parton, who got nominated for a duet they did last year.
Oh, that's great. Your two faves.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know who I'll be cheering for. Well, next up on Live at 4, Consumer Reports announces its most reliable car of the year.
And then coming up next hour at 5, we have a follow-up on an app offering assistance for awareness and prevention of teen mental health issues. Our Tahalil Moeddin will tell us more coming up at 5.
Dress up your home for the holidays at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Add color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Tired of that old, outdated bathtub? A beautiful new walk-in shower is just a phone call away. Mad City Baths is your trusted local source for custom bath solutions installed in as little as 1 day. Enjoy easy access, plus easy cleaning. Choose from premium wall colors, including Santa Cruz, Othello, and Quartz. If you've been on the fence about updating your bathroom, remember it's Black Friday all month at Mad City. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 2 years and get a $250 Mad City gift card with purchase. But last chance to call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a new bath or shower. Double it to 4 years interest-free financing, and we'll double your bonus. Receive a $500 Mad City gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Clean, safe, fun. I was hoping daytime care for Mom would be like that. Grace's new center is so nice. Now, caring for Mom is so much easier.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since a Grace Supportive Care came to see me. It was a Grace, but it wasn't hospice.
When you're ready for hospice, you want a Grace. They helped make my dad's last weeks comfortable, calm. It was
beautiful.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Dress up your home for the holidays at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Add color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
New at 5, the Department of Instruction school report cards are out. We take a closer look at how political figures are impacting the education system.
An alert day remains in the forecast for tonight. It's possible that roads could become slick overnight as temperatures fall below freezing. As the snow ends, even colder weather arrives by Friday into the weekend. I'll let you know how cold it'll get at 5.
And ahead at 6, always there when in need. A local app helps those in mental health crises. We examine this growing tool tonight at 6.
Shopping for a new car can be tricky and nerve-wracking even in the best of times.
That's for sure. And now with supply chain issues and inflation, it's even more important to make a good choice.
Well, here's the good news, though. Consumer Reports just released its car reliability report. Charlotte DeLeste has the details.
Every year, Consumer Reports surveys hundreds of thousands of its members, asking them simple but important questions. What problems have they had with their problems in the past year? And it wanted to know about everything from engine, transmission, and brakes to electrical systems, noises, leaks, paint, and trim.
With more than 300,000 vehicles surveyed, Consumer Reports can calculate predicted vehicle reliability ratings.
This year, Toyota, Lexus, and BMW were the top brands, with BMW moving up 10 spots from last year. And while pickup trucks account for 1 of every 5 new vehicles sold, they fall behind in reliability.
Pickup trucks have been at the lower end of our rating for 6 of the last 7 years. In this year's survey, we only have 7 trucks of more than a dozen surveyed that are getting better than average to average in terms of reliability.
If you're looking for a tried and true reliable vehicle, Consumer Reports says a car, as in the traditional sedan, might be the way to go.
Sedan body styles have been on the road for a long time. That's given the manufacturers a chance to work on some of those problem areas and bugs. Vehicles like trucks, minivans, and SUVs have complicated systems, and therefore they can be more problematic.
You might also be surprised to learn Consumer Reports found the majority of hybrid vehicles were as reliable as or better than their non-hybrid counterparts. The most reliable car in CR's survey was the Toyota Corolla Hybrid. I'm Charlotte DeLeste for Consumer Reports.
Some of the auto brands that were at the bottom of the reliability report were Mercedes-Benz, Jeep, and Volkswagen.
Well, coming up next on Live at 4, we were warned of the so-called triple-demic this fall. So how are things going?
UW Health Chief Quality Officer Dr. Jeff Potoff is in the green room, and he joins us for our weekly checkup when Live at 4 continues.
There's a difference in a small town where family values still hold true. Welcome to the Portage Furniture Store. Well, we ventured back to Portage and look at who we found, the 2 Ayers brothers, Austin and Aaron. It's good to see you guys.
Welcome back.
So how is business? How is life?
Business has been great. You know, it's been very busy, busy for both of us. A couple new kiddos in the past year. So no, but business has been doing great.
I know you really want to give a shout out to all of the people around this area that shop local, that choose to come right here to Cook Street to see the 2 of you.
Obviously, first and foremost, we're so appreciative of our customers, and there's just been such a strong sentiment to shop local, shop small, support family business. And I guess with the inventory, we've been very blessed. We've got a packed showroom, trucks coming in every week. We've really we're running out of places to put everything. We're in good shape.
I feel like there's such a difference in the customer's mood when they walk in. They don't have that anxious feeling of, oh gosh, here comes the salesperson coming over to talk to me. Why is that so different here?
We put a major emphasis on no pressure shopping. Our salespeople, they're fantastic. They're gonna be there when you need them, but they're gonna let you, try everything out, and they're gonna leave you alone, let you relax.
So all these years later, the big question is, there's still the Portage Furniture free delivery?
Yep, absolutely. Still the free delivery. Gonna bring it right into your home, set it up, make it perfect for you. They'll even cook you dinner or sing a song for you if you need. They're just fantastic.
That's that small, local, family feel business mentality. You can't replicate it, right?
We're the Years family.
From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Whether you're looking for all the advanced features or something with a lower upfront cost, with Rheem heating equipment, you can stay comfortable even in the most uncomfortable situations.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Fry Construction wants to thank you for once again voting us Best of Madison 3 years running with 27% off gutters or insulation. Your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best of Madison 3 years in a row. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Save 27% off gutters or insulation with any full roof replacement project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
As we check out first warrant traffic, here's the live view of the DOT camera of the Beltline at Gammon Road. One thing to notice, the far left lane, which normally isn't open to traffic, is white. So that's an indication that the snow is sticking to the pavement. The main highway lanes right now just appear to be wet. Notice traffic slowing down a little bit in the westbound direction. There also is a disabled vehicle right around Stoughton Road on the eastbound Beltline. So traffic is slowing down a little bit on the Beltline. Right now about a 17 to 19-minute trip either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, right now a 25-minute trip from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. 16 minutes Middleton to Sauk City on US 12. Downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 21 minutes. That's your news for now. First warrant traffic.
Thanks, Gary. Subway has good news for sandwich fans who want their food now and they don't care about a lot of customization. The restaurant unveiled a new vending machine filled with pre-made sandwiches on Monday. Subway plans to install the machines at places you might expect: college campuses, airports, and hospitals. The company claims the machines use artificial intelligence to accept verbal orders. The concept of pre-made sandwiches isn't new for Subway. It started selling them at places like casinos, gas stations, and airports back in 2020.
Maybe in the newsroom.
Yeah, that nice sandwich vending machine. Well, there's growing concern about the possibility of another winter COVID surge. Cases of COVID, RSV, and flu that we've been talking about for weeks now are all rising as people get ready to gather for the holidays. UW Health Chief Quality Officer Dr. Jeff Potoff is back for his weekly visit. Hi, Dr. Potoff. Hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
So how concerned are you about what the winter will bring for us?
I think, compared to last year with Delta, looking at Omicron, not as concerned as I was then, but at the same time, we do have this setup that's kind of happening. We're seeing RSV cases that are very high. We're certainly seeing more influenza. That's coming soon, and COVID's starting to tick up, which is expected as we come inside. So that could create, some demand on our hospital services. Not that all those folks all get admitted, but if there's a large number of people, even a small percent that get admitted, can sometimes keep us really busy.
Yeah, and adding to that, you had mentioned in the clip we showed earlier, new parents are not taking any chances with their kids maybe having something, so they're coming in. Is that adding to some of the pressure?
Yeah, I think this is understandable. So with the precautions we had during the pandemic, we have about 2 years of new parents where their child hasn't really gotten sick yet. And now we do have all these things that are making kids sick, and they're trying to figure out, like, do I need to bring them to ED or urgent care? Do I need to call the pediatrician? And I think that's adding to it a little bit.
So you're seeing an extra high number of cases in the ER and at the urgent care?
Yeah, absolutely. So record volumes right right now of patients presenting to our urgent cares and even our emergency departments, which I think the message there is if you're having a life-threatening emergency, we absolutely want you to come to the emergency department. You shouldn't be sitting at home clutching your chest with chest pain or wondering if that facial droop is going to go away. But if you're wondering if you should go to the ED or not, it's certainly maybe not something that's evidently life-threatening. Talking to a primary care provider first is a great idea. Using our digital platforms, I think, is a great idea, where you can log in the comfort of your home, either on your phone or on a laptop, and have a provider interfacing you via that video chat to say, yeah, I think maybe this is something that's a little bit more severe, or, you know, this is okay, here's some prescriptions, and helping you out that way, just to avoid those waits that we're seeing in those environments right now.
And I'm sure a lot of people want to get checked out as we approach the holidays, which reminds me is now a good time to start getting another vaccine, a booster, if you haven't done that already.
Yeah, so like time is running out, but if we look at how these boosters work, if you get one right now, we start to see that rise in antibodies at about day 10, and then it peaks at about day 14. So for Thanksgiving, you'll probably be not quite at peak, which will have some protection, but if you get it now, you'll be in really good shape for Christmas.
Are we still getting tested before gatherings? It doesn't seem like people are really doing that anymore. And now when you add flu and RSV on top of it, what's your guidance for the upcoming Thanksgiving?
I think that's a great question. Whether you test for COVID or not, that's an option, but I think more so, these are the things that everyone knows we don't often do. If you're not feeling quite well for Thanksgiving, don't go. What I hear frequently now is like, hey, I got a little something, but I'm COVID negative. And I'm like, but you still got a little something, so maybe kind of stay a little bit away, because it could be RSV, it could be influenza, it could be something else that none of the rest of us really want to get.
Yeah.
So that's an important topic then. Just because you don't have COVID doesn't mean other people aren't immunocompromised or could have serious ramifications if they catch the little thing that you have.
Absolutely. Like, I'm glad you didn't give me COVID, but I didn't want influenza either.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, COVID is still with us.
Yes.
And as you said, now that we're all indoors and winter is here, hopefully it's not going to get unmanageable.
Yeah, I think we'll see an increase, but hopefully not so much that it causes us problems in the health systems.
And is it also good advice as we approach Thanksgiving to be careful of the sharp knives, don't deep fry a frozen turkey, speaking of ER
I'm telling you, there are like all kinds of things that we start to see in the emergency department, but certainly if you're going to fry turkey, make sure that oil level's not going to boil over. That'll create some problems. Don't cut yourself. Be careful with those knives. There's all kinds of things you can get in trouble with during the holidays.
Maybe wait to have cocktails after you're done cooking.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, Jeff, well, have a great Thanksgiving. We probably won't see you until after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, you guys too.
Great to see you.
Same.
And we'll be right back.
You didn't live this strong, this long, to get put on the shelf like a porcelain doll. But 1 out of 2 women over 50 will suffer a fracture from osteoporosis. You should know you can build new bone with Evenity for postmenopausal women with osteoporosis at high risk for fracture. Ask your doctor if you can do more than just slowing down bone loss with Evenity. Want stronger bones? Then build new bone. Evenity can help in just 12 months. Evenity is proven to reduce spine fracture risk by 73%.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a cardiovascular problem. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions and low blood calcium have occurred. Tell your doctor about jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred.
Don't let a break put you on a shelf. Talk to your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash and unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-336-0524.
New at 5, we'll break down the DPI school report cards for you. We'll analyze the political implications on the education system. And as the first snow hits, we speak with local winter sports facilities as they prepare for the season. That's coming up at 5.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help in providing Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without a holiday dinner.
We're grateful for any gift you can provide. Donate today at goodmancenter.org.
We have an alert day in the forecast for tonight, mainly for very little in the way of additional accumulation of snow, but as temperatures fall below freezing, we could see some slippery road surfaces. Right now, just some light snow and flurries through southern Wisconsin on high-resolution radar. 6-hour future track radar shows the snow kind of diminishing a little bit as we head through the evening hours, but temperatures are critical, just barely above freezing in Madison, but to the north and to the east, those temperatures are slightly below freezing. That's where there could be some slippery road surfaces. Here in Dane County right now, 34 in Oregon, 33 in Mount Horeb, and 33 degrees in Sun Prairie.
All right, thank you, Gary. Well, tomorrow on Live at 4, there's a new addition to the National World War II Museum in New Orleans.
We'll bring you to the outdoor show that is lighting up the entire city. We'll show you all about it tomorrow on Live at 4.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of The Healthy Place. I'm excited to tell you about our new Wild Theory CBD products that will get you high fives from everyone you know. Wild Theory's new groundbreaking formula has higher levels of the good stuff, and it packs surprising results. Is it legal in Wisconsin? Of course. Is it potent? You bet. Will you love it? I'm sure of it. Stop by one of our Madison locations or visit findyourhealthyplace.com. Type in high five and our website will hook you up.
Finally today, a lost dog was recovered safe and all was well after she strolled inside a police station in England.
A security footage released by police yesterday shows the border collie, Rosie, entering through automatic doors at the front of the police station before sitting down in the corner of the reception area, you know, to take a breather. Rosie's owner, Julie Harper, was delighted she had been found safe, and police wrote on Sunday Harper celebrated 8 years since she adopted Rosie from Canine Focus, a volunteer-run animal rescue charity. After Harper tagged the charity, Canine Focus also shared the video on Facebook, writing, "There is no doubt we have the most intelligent rescue dogs. Well done, Rosie, and well done, Mom and Dad, for keeping her chip up to date."
Yep, that's very important. And well done you. Thank you for your help today.
Always fun to be here with you.
Appreciate your help, and hopefully Mark will be back tomorrow. We'll see. That's it for us tonight on Live at 4. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.